no-brainer there. And then TSM.
Oh!
Maple pulling out the nerfed Kassadin. Excited to see if he can actually scale, putting themselves on this timer. I do like, though, when you're picking your Kassadin, and it's
just so that he was not low enough for that dive to work.
And even though there is no action, it accomplishes a goal here for TSM with Caitlyn Karma pushing their opponents under the tower so that then it's a lot easier to poke them down. Here's the visit up top side. Dokla not able to get the Q off on time on solo, but Contracts is in position.
Hey, Kobe, what'd you say about ganking for a Scion? I mean, Contracts says, I need an option to find one, and he gets it. First blood for CLG.
Web.
Uh-oh. Flash is still not available. Yeah. Neo is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He has been corralled into a corner. That's another kill for Contracts. And see, hey, you know what? Just because it doesn't work the first time, doesn't work the second time or the third time, but the fourth time, Kobe, the fourth time they finally get what they needed. Because you just got to
with multiple visits from other people does feel pretty decent for Maple. And there's even only one hit left on that tower plate in mid as well for Maple. So if he could get another visit from somebody to help him push the wave in and go tap that wave, it would be juicy.
Boogie is here just in case a counter gank happens, already throwing out the ultimate, but Contracts is going to force Maple to flash. Boogie has arrived, locks down Contracts, but he still has a repel to play with, so should be fine, unless the bottom lane from TSM comes and completely changes the variables at play, and Ignite will tick down.
Cruise between mid and bottom lane right now, and it's under full vision of CLG. This Maokai ult gets two, though.
Oh, they're going to go for a two-man Q from Boogie, locks down Contracts. Boom is forced to both use sums, but Contracts doesn't have his from the previous fight. He wants to be in the front lines right next to CLG.
All right, watch that front line.
Boogie with the ultimate, they locked up Dokla. He's manning it right now, but Palafox fires a copy of his own ultimate from Maokai. Oh, huge two-man stun into two-man knockup from Dokla. Can CLG now carry the momentum of this fight? So far, it seems like it's Solo and Neo are already gone, and Maple is nowhere near that level 16 mark for him to really rampage through CLG's team.
Yeah, they've got no damage left. They've got no damage left. Neo got hit right in the face. Maokai ultimate was stolen. Nami wave plus Maokai ultimate, plus the Scion ultimate. CLG with 3 layers on that engaged case.
TSM are gonna unload this Rift Herald into the mid turret. That opens up a little bit of the map for TSM to play with, and
Dokla blows open the blast cone too. They've got positioning. They could just burn down this dragon.
And that's huge. I mean, Dokla is now working with half of his effective health.
Palafox want that Maokai ult. He got it.
I mean, he can ult in still, but he's not going to be able to tank up as much as he could originally. They're throwing out the Maokai ultimate from CLG side. They blow up Solo, and Dokla now just has to tank for the rest of the team while they burn down the dragon. There's no smite from TSM. CLG claims it. Neo is still fighting for his life, but Luger already finds Boogie on the back end of it all. CLG find their window, and now let's see what they can do more with it.
Beautiful cross section.
Oh, Maple! Oh, he finds Boom, but now he's stuck. He's Cocoon, and my goodness, CLG punished that Kassadin very fast.
Kind of crumbling here on dragon number 3, CLG. They pick up the dragon, and because of the extra kill, and Maple only 1 level away from you-know-what.
That's right. Level 16. It is almost here. Level 16, the next big fight that we see, which could be around that 4th dragon, Maple has to shine.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. Look at this different. No, they have to sit here at dragon. Maokai saplings, though, are going to do a lot for their setup.
Palafox is going to be on the left side. His job is to mark Maple and make sure that anywhere he goes, Palafox will go as well. Maybe Dokla now changes that position now as Maple is forced into the back lines of TSM.
Yeah, that's pretty big here. Now it's going to be all on Poom Nami ultimate.
Looking for the right flank now. Maple is just waiting for a moment. There is no vision on that top lip. Maple looks for the first bit of damage. Solo flashes onto Palafox, forced to flash inside as well. Solo goes down first. Dokla's taking up everything from TSM. Can Maple look for another one? He has flash and he has cleanse, and he's looking for the angle. He's waiting for Luger to step up. Contract's forced to repel, but he comes back down. Luger snipes out Boogie, and Maple, once again, it's all on him. He's still not level 16 yet, Kobe.
One of them. Maple's still doing his best. He stacks up a stack of Riftwalk, another stack. Blast Cone Riftwalk, he's going for a hero play? No way. No way.
No, he's deciding against it. He thought about it, but that is Mountain Soul success for CLG.
It's so much tankier. They get the re-engage off, and now CLG on top side. They want the rest of the outer defenses.
Maple's finally level 16 here, Kobe, and he's putting in the damage on the Palafox. He might chunk him out before they get a chance to play for Baron. Teleports are coming out. Palafox is already forced to use the Zonias. The last Q, CLG block out the headshot from Neo. Dokla is now facing 5 members all by himself, but he's so damn tanky. It might not just it doesn't matter at all. They've only gone through a third.
Not going to be enough, and with the mid push, they'll get another tower.
I mean, that was beautiful. I mean, CLG occupying the right quadrant, that jungle. Not everyone from TSM is quite in position. They might look for maybe Boogie, because Maple can always just rift walk or flash away. Boogie makes it out alive. Good chunk comes out. Boogie is forced to use the Nature's Wrath to second turret, or the first turret at the top lane.
Quickly, too. I don't know. Can Boogie even get there in time? It's going to get burned down. That's free!
That is a free Baron, all right, for CLG. And
with the protection of the Mountain Soul. Cassidon goes in.
Maple, but it's Palafox that's marking him on the right side, so he can't get into the back line. Luger is playing this wall, so as soon as Maple approaches, he'll just dash over, and now he's safe. Maple is still looking for the assassination flank, but Dokla is just taking up all this damage. Meanwhile, in the front line, and TSM still haven't found a way. Neo's chunked to half HP.
Yeah, that's a huge chunk onto Neo, and CLG have the Nami sustain here, healing them back up. They get the second round of heals.
Luger's going forward and finds Maple, and Maple still has Flash to play with, but he just does not feel safe to go in on Luger by himself. The rest of TSM cannot support Maple's dreams of being able to 1v9 as the Cassidon and Solo is blown up. That's a huge pick for CLG. Maple's gonna go in, trade some damage, but Palafox is waiting on the other side. Maple still has Flash to play with, but Rift walks over the wall.
Being warned by CLG. They've got it all, Rafa.
Yep.
The Soul, the Elder Dragon, the Baron.
Massive comebacks, right?
For sure. CLG themselves at the beginning of the year, they pointed out, they took a critical eye to their own team and said, our main feature we want to improve is our consistency.
Yes.
And that is something they have definitely succeeded in this game.
Totally makes sense when you run back the same roster, when you're the only team in the LcS to run back and put the faith in the same players from last year, as Luger finds Chime with a beautiful culling over the turret walls. CLG pressing their advances into the Nexus towers of TSM's base. Good chunks from TSM. It will where spiders are suddenly better than crocodiles.
Mutations in the DNA. Somehow they start Link. All right, CLG, here we go. TSM have one door open, Boogie with the flank.
All right, Nature's Wrath doesn't grasp up Luger because everyone else on CLG tanks it for him. And now it's a fire back with Palafox's own Nature's Wrath. And TSM evaporated. Luger just sails into the base. Does he go too far? No, he doesn't, Kobe! That's Luger firing on all cylinders with a quadra kill of himself. And they want to give him the penta. Boogie, get your butt over here. Luger deserves this one. He wants it. You can see it in his eyes, baby.
Showing why he chose the name. Boogie's gonna get out of there, though.
Unfortunately, Luger, you will not get a penta today unless...
Delayed.
No, the Baron stopped him. Baron playing for the TSM. They needed the 6-man, but Palafox has cut him off. They want to give him the penta. They have time to do it. It's not an official one, but we'll make it official for us. CLG with a clean game over TSM.
Few AP top options other than Gwen.
There it is.
So it has to be Gwen.
And it
top.
does play into Cassante a fair amount. People have done this matchup before. It's an interesting game.
Lined up between the two being used. All right. Kinby wants a chance to go after him down here. Dredgeline comes out. Spell shield. Nicely timed from Luger to make sure Fleshy's not going to get it, but he flashes back in. Flash cocoon from Kinby does not find the target. CLG thinking about what they might be able to grab afterwards. Contracts going forward. Throws the sapling into the brush. Fleshy is caught in its first blood over to counter.
So Luger is able to flash out and then just run him all the way down until Contracts get into range.
Didn't even cost the flash.
So Tactical could get here with the strut move speed advantage.
Oh, it looks like he will. I think we might get a full-on 5v5 for this Mr. Kobe. Dokla's gonna go in and start things off with an Nami wave following it up, and CLG have decided it's time to fight. Revenge wants to turn it around, but Dokla grabs the kill on Fleshy and disengages. Immortals have to head back. Luger to the top side 1v1, so now he's gonna get some plate money. They're swapping up the lane assignments. You've got Dokla down there on the bottom side. You gotta play over in mid as Boom gets jumped on, shuffled back. And it's Tactical grabbing the... Trying to put some poke on Luger over the wall here near the blue buff.
No Azir ult. The only thing they have to watch out for is the Misfortune ult.
And there it comes. Dokla immediately going into the Hallowed Mist. He wants to apply the pressure. The Dragon's going to be secured by Tactical, but now the fight thereafter.
I don't think he had his smite, and so Tactical just burns the Dragon down with his ultimate. Immortals still get what they came for, Flowers, even though CLG were trying to muscle them off. Palafox will get the Rift Trail turret blades and the auto.
Oh, Tactical.
Side here, Kenby's trying to poke around from Tribrush. If he can hit the cocoon,
well, Contracts is immediately ready to fire back. All three get rooted. Fleshy's just gonna die here at the very start. Immortals decided they wanted this fight. Revenge is making his way down. He's used Ghost, he's used TP, he's ready to fight, and they're gonna bring one back. They'll trade Luger for
bottom turret and top turret dropping simultaneously. Can Dokla win the race? It looks like he can.
Yeah.
First turret bonus as well for CLG.
Dokla is loving the current state of things here. 5,700 gold. He's topping the Immortals. They're the ones starting up the second Herald. 16 and a half
Maokai
minutes
looks
into the
good.
game. CLG not ones to back away. Luger using the spell shield to get away from Fleshy, who jumps into the front, and Dokla's ready to follow up here on the flank. Immortals off most of their men, mostly dead already, and they're gonna make sure that they drop all the way. CLG chasing after him. Palafox wants a little bit more damage, but the exhaust gets it done this time. And IMT, they're so low, but they're still alive. Cleaned up there, fortunately for them. The stop succeeds, but they will not be able to stop this turret from falling as the second Herald is summoned up by CLG here in mid lane. They'll force that down, go up to a 2-1 lead in turret count. Herald trying to get the second charge, and Palafox just snipes Tactical down, helping him sidestep things a little bit better.
Yeah, he needs to upgrade those boots for more move speed with that plus the strut. Maybe then we can get out.
Maybe then we can get out of the way of it, but he's going to have to be fast, man. And one of these days, we're going to see a Misfortune all fly towards Jace. Maybe he'll be able to find that vengeance, but for now, Contracts locking down Fleshy. The Nautilus has been killed so many times. Kenby just barely gets out of the way of the bubble using the Proto Belt to clear that.
Got these two Scryers. I love actually having double Scryers trinket over here. They're trying to keep vision of the Baron, make sure they don't have to walk into anything as Contracts is forced to flash defensively after his ult at the flank.
Oh, Revenge goes in. He tries to get the all-out on Luger, who uses the spell shield to block the knockback.
Oh, they got him!
Nearly dead, and Tactical guarantees it with a nice use of the bullet time. Now with Contracts also shut down, Immortals just found two huge picks with no response. Baron's on the table, and the enemy have no jungler for 30 seconds.
Oh, it looks juicy, Flowers. It looks juicy. Kenby's a little bit low on HP, and Revenge already used his ultimate, though.
They did get the Hallowed Mist out of Dokla right there, so they at least got 15 seconds before Gwen feels comfortable stepping up with impunity again. Fleshy goes out, Dredgeline to lock down the Gwen. That might be exactly what they needed. Kenby so close to the edge of death. The Shark Blast doesn't get him, but Baron's Spit does.
5-head CLG, getting Baron on their own side, getting Dragon on their side as well as they melt this one down right out of the pause.
Nicely done.
That will be Dragon.
Did it win 140 times?
Because half the time it's on the enemy team, half the time it's on your team.
You're right. Our Jace versus their Jace. Misfortune's going to be very scary if she can get the proper angle here in one of these fights. Well, Revenge goes in. Immortals looking for a setup, looking for a follow-up, but they ain't going to get it. Oh, no. Kenby lands right back into the Maokai CC, and now he's got to try to get away with the flash, but he's just cut to ribbons. Immortals lose their
There was
jungle.
no flash burned early, and that Baron's almost gone, Flowers.
Immortals is ready to fight for it. Tactical still has bullet time. Keep your eyes on him. The Dragon, the Baron, excuse me, going to be claimed. They pick up the enemy support at the same time. Contracts is going to be shuffled back, but Blaze Olive can't stay alive even with stasis. CLG keep on moving forward. Bullet time forces him back. Dokla just walked into it. So that's
Blaze, though, he's coming, taking a long route around, and they go for it.
they're going in, but they're going after Contracts, the Aftershock Maokai, and this is exactly what I would expect if you go in after that guy. They immediately lose 3. There goes the 4th. Blaze Olive's just going to walk it off, and CLG pulverized them.
So when we started talking about that team fight, Ablaze was right here. They did not have Azir. Contracts does find him now, but by the time Ablaze even got there, the Azir, your big team fight DPS, the consistent DPS, is not there. He arrived for the team fight. 2 are already dead. And as you said, Maokai.
Blaze Olive's got to be careful. If Azir gets too low, if Azir can't fight, everybody else has to fall back. It's exactly what you were talking about in the previous skirmish around the Dragon. Azir wasn't there. They don't have the DPS to keep up and be able to fight back. Top lane tier 2 turret falls. Ablaze still at half HP. Revenge even lower than that. Immortals is having a hard time finding their opportunity to defend. Ablaze all it needs to flash just to survive. But with him heading back into the fountain to heal, that means CLG just keeps moving up. They just keep moving in. And they just keep building that lead.
Teleport. Ooh, a little bit of a flank here. Okay. Deep teleport from Dokla.
CLG is ready to just go for the throat here, I think. Boom, Palafox, and Contracts hanging out to the left. Contracts doesn't have his ulti yet. I think that cooldown is what CLG are mostly looking for here. Boom has to flash over the wall to stay safe. Dokla decides to enter into the fight, but he's a bit separated from everybody else. Tactical nearly dies. Walking away still for now, but the demonic embrace is burning. Revenge being focused down by 2. The damage goes through. It's Contracts burn that kills off Tactical. It is a 5-0 ace. And the end of the game for CLG.
Oh my god. Contracts W's over to his teammate to smite Tactical, and then stands on his body tanking Azir Tower shots for like 3 seconds. Thumbs up, CLG at the Nexus. That's gonna wrap it up.
CLG 21-7, 12,000 gold up, and a Drake Soul. They're gonna give Immortals another loss, and they're gonna give